Hopefully this is better. I've logged on to the Wi-Fi network here. For whatever reason, the 4G signal decided to go weak, and I've used this before. Excuse me, just get a bit more comfortable. I've used this 4G before to Skype in this place, and it's never been a problem. So my apologies, guys. My apologies. Let's try all over again. So let's see how we do this time round. Might even be even shorter than last time. Hey, you got a lot of people on board already. Am I back, guys? Am I back? Am I back? This has got to be working. Hi guys, hi Mukund, hi Cobby. Yeah, it got messed up. I don't know what happened. Now it's clear, yeah. Hi Chris. Jaden Morton was watching Anna the other day and someone said something about dislikes on his vids and he said he knows who he is. Jaden, I'm not going to go into too much into it. I'm not that sad, okay? There's no need for me to do anything like that. I mean, am I going to go and give, what's he getting, 40 or 50 dislikes? I've not even, that's like, I don't even get 40 or 50 people on the channel. I don't get 40 or 50 people on watching the live streams. All right, Cobby, we're back. It's a lot better. Yeah, I'm in London, Mukund. I'm in London, just got here. And you guys, top of the tree. So my kids are watching telly in the bedroom and I'm here. So no, I'll refer to that. I'm not going to, as I said, I'm not going to go too much into it. He's got a problem, okay? And he's blaming anybody that comes across, okay? That he comes across, he's blaming anybody he can. So, you know, he had a pop at Asa last week. Anything negative, Asa said something that came across as negative and he got bullied. There's no other word for it. And then a few other people joined in. That's why I joke with Asa that he's a spy here. And I know other people have had it. Liban had it. A few other people have had it. If you say anything negative, you get it and you're called a spy for me. Can I have 40 people? Am I sad enough to to have 40 YouTube accounts to go on his stream and give him 40 dislikes? He's got his own problem. People don't like him. Don't like his stream? Fine. Anyway, let's move on. We're not going to bother about him. He's not worth it. Good, Mike. I'm glad it's working. Yeah, absolutely, Jaden. I'm not bothered about it. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. I'm not worried. You know, we had. Look, we're getting. I'll be honest as well. I don't want to harp on about it, but we did get the last 3 nights. We've had people come on board who were not here to chat, and they just they chat rubbish and insult people and abuse them. You know, we had Beyond Belief. We had someone else who was talking about stuff that only Andy knows about. So either it was Andy or one of his lackeys, one of his goons that Andy's spoken to and told him personal information about me. There's only one way to get personal information about me that I've only spoken to Andy about. You know, if that's how sad you want to be, let's move on. Let's talk about Rodri. I don't need to do that. You're calling me a rat, Mike. I don't need to. I'm just happy. I was chatting with someone today. I said I'm really, really happy in my own place. Yeah, I'm doing what I want. I'm doing a lot more than I did on the other channel, and I'm doing it because I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the live streams. I'm enjoying the videos. I did ran out of time today, but I've got another video lined up for tomorrow that I shot today. I was hoping to shoot 3 videos today. Very nice spot up near Rochdale at Hollingworth Lake, and I got one nice video done. It just went on. I thought I'll do 3 10-minute videos, and the first one took 22 minutes, and I had to leg it. I was already late. Yeah, do you see the video put out of Rodri's first day? I've not seen it all, Muck, and I saw bits and pieces. I think it's world class. Yeah, Yeah, Mukund, I can't wait to see him in action. Let's briefly talk about Rodri, because we talked about him yesterday. But Rodri, yeah, he does lose class. He's, he speaks very good English. As I said yesterday, people are saying, joking, that his English is better already than Harry Kane's. He says some nice things about Manchester, even though he's only been here. I think it was his first visit. He's been here for one day, and he says he likes the city. It's got lots of restaurants and nice buildings and whatever, and shops. But look, he said nice things. He said the weather's nice. I think he was surprised there. Had a slight, when Sean Custis? No, Neil Custis from The Sun, who used to classify himself as a Manchester football correspondent for City and United, then had to basically drop the City part because he's not interested in City. And in fact, he said he has to come to watch City because his daughter, I think, is a City fan. So he's forced to watch good football. Yeah, instead of watching that rabble, across town who don't play good football, at least Neil is fortunate enough to be able to watch good football now. CJW, well, he's... See, we got someone in early. We've got one down tick, and CJW has got in early. Bayer Leverkusen, I don't know Nokwazi. You have to tell me who he is, because you've got to remember I've been on a train with lousy Wi-Fi, so I've not been on top of everything. I'm just having a look. Were the fans at the reveal? I tell you what, Mukund, I really, really, really wanted to go down because Ian Wilkinson had got that song, and I wanted to, sing that. I had actually got me on my phone, got the music, but the kids wanted. One of them wanted to go to the reveal, and one of them wanted to go to his martial arts class. So I said, look, going to the reveal, it'll take me an hour to get back. In those 2 hours, they can spend 2 hours doing martial arts. And I think at the end of the day, they were happy. Some good feedback from the coaches that they're working hard. That's all I can ask for. Mike James Leverkusen, I don't know about that. Let's go down and see what else you've got to say, and then we'll get going. Jeremiah Victor Harden, do you think there's a new name coming in soon? Well, I'll go through what I've read today. Bernard, are we sorting out? Yeah, Bernard. Hey, good to see Bernard's on. I hear Bernard is telling us he might be in the nude today, guys. So, this could be late night chat if Bernard sat there in his in his birthday suit. Let's talk. Let's talk about the bits and pieces. Rodri, we're loving Rodri. Everybody's got a good thing to say about Rodri, which is fantastic. Let's move on. I'll talk Nasri first. Okay, I mean it is semi-important. Okay, even though he's not with us anymore. Nasri's gone to Anderlecht, Mukund. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know where the tans come from. I was out at Hollingworth Lake today. I did a video for about 20-30 minutes, but I don't know where the tans come from. I think it's just the sun. I think it's just the sun today. Rodri's got about 30 years on me, mate. So Nasri's going to Anderlecht. So Vinny has got... I mean, we thought he'd be doing something at X City. So he got... as a coach, he got... I forgot his name now. Tell you what, it's really... okay, let's start again. So he's got, as a coach, he got the guy from Cardiff, Craig Bellamy. Here we go. Let's go. So you got Craig Bellamy as a coach. Craig Bellamy had a problem at Cardiff. That bullying thing has cropped up again, and he stepped down to address that and defend himself. So Craig Bellamy's already gone. He's got nothing to do with City anymore, but he spent 2 years at City while Vinny was there. So Vinny, got to know him. There was talk of him taking other people from City. Well, he's now got Nasri, ex-City, and I think that could well be a very good move for them all because Nasri didn't do it at West Ham, and playing in let's be honest, an easier league in Belgium, I think that's going to help him ease himself back. And he's still, when Pep came and Nasri decided to go, he was still a very, very good player. I was really disappointed that whatever Nasri's personal problems in his life and issues were, that he couldn't knuckle down and work hard for a place under Pep. He'd have been a great player under Pep. I'm sure of it. I'm really sure of it. But obviously his problems are over. Some of them anyway. He's had his ban. He came back to West Ham, but it didn't really work out. So fingers crossed he'll do well over at Anderlecht. And there's talk now that Vincent Kompany wants to take Philippe Sandler to Anderlecht on loan. And also, I think the MEN was saying that Vincent took Philippe Sandler under his wing when he was at City. Now, I did say this when Vincent said he was going to go to Anderlecht, that he could be taking kids, and it could actually work out really well for us. And subsequently, I've said, look, Girona were relegated from La Liga, so and NEC Breda, who we sent 3, 4, 5 kids to on loan, were relegated from the Eredivisie in Holland. So Anderlecht are still, even though they finished 6th last season and didn't qualify for Europe, they're in the top division in Belgium. So I thought when Vincent went, that could be another destination for some of our kids to go out on loan, because I'm sure Vincent's going to play the way Pep plays. I'm 100% sure of that. And he just needs some good personnel. And it could be really good for 3 or 4 of the better kids that Vincent's seen to go there. And so the rumour is that he's knocking on the door for Philippe Sandler. I think I'd expect him to go for a couple more as well. I really would. Maybe he's going to try and get the best of our kids that he can. And it could be an excellent education. It's going to be similar to going to NEC Breda. But the one big difference is you've got Vincent Kompany there. And he's going to be playing as well, and his playing style will be similar to Pep. I'm sure of it. So that could be a really, really good move for Philippe Sandler and maybe 1 or 2 of the kids who are looking at to go out on loan. Hi Kamal, how you doing, mate? Mike James, I don't think Nasri had the necessary work ethic to play for Kompany's team. He's too late and Kompany will demand 100%. Yeah, Mike, but I think Kompany's spoken to him. He wouldn't have taken Nasri there if he didn't believe Nasri was going to give it 100%. And I don't think Nasri would have gone there. I think Nasri, my feeling is, sometimes people can have problems in their life and it can last for a few years, yeah? And then at some point, they kind of either get over it or learn how to deal with it. And I think that's the situation with Nasri. Right now, he's either got over it or he's learned how to deal with it and he's ready to buckle down and try again. Because if he gives up now, that's a shame. And I think he's going to suffer. I think he's going to feel it for many years if he just packs it in now. I guarantee if Nasri starts playing football, he'll get fat. And he'll get very fat. I'm 100% sure of that. He needs to get back in the rhythm of being a happy-go-lucky chap. Being happy. When he was a kid coming through, and when he came at City, and at Arsenal especially, and at City, you saw him generally, he could be a bit surly. But he was a happy, chap with a smile on his face, and I've not seen that for quite a while. So I hope he can sort himself out, and I think he will. I think Vincent Kompany is a good guy to be around. He'll really support him, but he will demand 100%. Nokwazi, who do you think can be a good replacement for Vincent Kompany? The captain, the rumour is it's going to be David Silva because it's his last season. I would prefer not to do that. That's okay. That's romantic ideas and everything else. But I would like it to go to KDB. I think he's very vocal. For me, he's the man to be our next captain. And if David does get it, then I expect KDB to get it the season after. I agree, Mike. Captain is De Bruyne. Bernard Deneen, I'm fully clothed. I tell you what, Bernard, there are some disappointed people in the house. Not me. It's great that Andy's... I'll just say Andy's goons are back. Hey goons, we know you're here. 10 dislikes, that's the most I've ever had. Thank you very much, goons. In 10 minutes, 10 goons have come on and given us the dislikes. Thanks, guys. I've got to be honest, they must lead some really sad lives. They must lead some really sad lives to waste their time giving me down ticks. And they must be even sadder. They must be even sadder to follow the guy that they love. They must be even sadder, knowing what's out, the information that's out there. Anyway, let's move on. We are having a good time. Muric could go with Kompany. Muric is rumoured to be going to Nottingham Forest, though. So it might be that the Muric to Nottingham Forest thing was sorted out before Kompany said he's going. Okay, who knows? But Muric is a decent keeper. He'd do well over there, I'm sure of it. But it all depends what they need. If they've got a decent keeper, then maybe they don't need Muric. There's more better people to get. My wife's just sent me a message. She's arrived, so she might give me a call. Let's get through some of these. Mike James, Nasri is a risk, possibly. I don't think he'll flop. I don't think he'll flop. You know, to be honest, I said to my kids when I realised he was going there, I thought, I can do it. I could do with a trip to Anderlecht to watch them play. But it's going to be hard to do a trip to Anderlecht to watch them play. Where am I? City Nasri top. If City are playing as well. So I'm going to hope there's a weekend free that, and I can basically blag my way over there, and I won't get a pass with the missus. I know it. Evening, Danny. Hope you're really well, buddy. Mukun 10 down takes the dogs. Doesn't matter. Let's have some fun. Delph to Galatasaray. Mike, I'll be surprised. I mean, they're interested in him, but they want to pay peanuts. And I think Delph is capable of being sold. I mean, he's still playing for England. Yeah? Why would we sell him on the cheap to Galatasaray? He can still play in the Premier League. He's more than capable, obviously, the way he played for City, of playing in the Premier League at a good level. And he's easily worth 15 or 20 million if we push it. Easily. You know? He could go, I don't think he'll go back to Villa, but he could go to one of the newly promoted clubs. He could go to a club anywhere between the top 6 and 10. You know, why wouldn't someone like, for argument's sake, West Ham be interested? You know, not a left back, but a defensive midfield or midfield. Why wouldn't somebody back like even Leicester or that sort of Everton? Why not? He's an England player. Yeah, he's got to have something about him. What do you think, Chris? Who do you think will replace David Silva, Gundogan or Foden, or signing a new player? I think Foden will replace him. I think that's the long-term aim. You know, if you look at that position, if Gundogan signs, okay, we've got, for argument's sake, Rodri will be a defensive midfielder, and KDB will be in front of him, and probably Bernardo as well. So KDB and Bernardo will be the attacking midfielders. But Gundogan can play there as well. Foden can play there as well, and David Silva. So I think they'll be mixing all that up. Gundogan can play the defensive midfield role as well in an attacking sense because he's more of an attacker. I think Rodri's more of a defender, but I think he will create as well. So there's, you know, I don't think we don't need anybody else. I don't think we need anybody else with Foden coming through. You know, if Foden delivers, we certainly don't need anybody else. Yeah, Jaden, childish. Move on. Let's not ignore them. Kamal, yeah, it's not great for me, but I just want to drink. This is, at least it's Coke Zero. I should have made a brew, but this is just too quick because I just wanted a drink. It's not great for me, but I've cut it out quite a lot. Look, when I was, if I go back 20, 30 years, living with some mates after uni, you know, we'd go out on a Saturday morning, do the shopping, everybody would turn up with a 2-litre bottle of Coke. And the idea was you drink it over the weekend, but for some of us, we would knock off 2 litres of Coke in, you know, by the evening, from the afternoon to the evening. So at least the Diet Coke or the Coke, it's still not great, but it's better than that sugary stuff. But I'm going back to water. I mean, I've had 3 litres of water today, so I'm going back to water. That's the thing. And honestly, you drink a lot of water, you feel fantastic. Your body feels brilliant. Mike James, Bravo isn't required really. Sell him, cash in, and you get younger keeper Tobacco Pedersen. The thing is, Mike, we wouldn't get much for Bravo. He's got 1 year left on his contract. He's 36, something like that, 37. He's only got 1 year left. I don't think we'd get much for him. And but I actually in the video I did today that will be released tomorrow, I talk about Bravo and I said he's happy to be a number 2 and he's a good number 2. Putting a kid at number 2, I'm concerned. We had no option with Muric, okay, really, when Bravo was injured. Would you put Grimshaw as number 2 right now? I wouldn't. I honestly wouldn't put Grimshaw as number 2. I think he's a good keeper. He's coming through. Bazuna's going to go off to Fortuna Dusseldorf. Who else is that who's good enough? Bravo is. Now, this talk of getting that Riesgo from Eibar, Marca said we've already signed him, but I don't believe that. Are we going to sign him on a 1 year deal? I don't know. Personally, I don't see the benefit. I'd rather have Bravo as number 2, Grimshaw as number 3, or either Grimshaw or Bazunu, who's come from Ireland. Hi, the Saint, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, United moaning about Pogba. Fantastic news. Who cares? Delph is a decent midfielder, and I don't think he'd go back to Villa. The Villa fans would not be happy, but he'd be good there. Yeah, Chris Welch is happy too about Pogba and United. Mucken, do you hope he stays? What, you hoping Delph stays? The problem is, Delph is all right. Look, he wouldn't hurt us by staying, okay? He's a homegrown player and he's versatile, but he's now, in my eyes, 4th choice left back, 4th choice or 5th choice defensive midfielder. He's not going to get much game time. Do Anderlecht need this sort of people with all the potential? Look, if they get 3 or 4, look, they struggled. They got 6th last season, so they do need some reinforcements. Yeah, they struggled a lot. So if they get 3 or 4 players from City, I don't see any problem with that. I think it's good for them. Yeah, it's not, Coke Zero is not the best, but look, the way I look at it is it's better than drinking full fat Coke, full sugar Coke. Yeah, Bernard, I don't think he'll go back to Villa. They're saying high quality H2. I drink at our house. My wife is very much an Evian woman, being from France, where you only drink bottled water. It's that bad that one of my lads, he won't drink Volvic. He said, I don't like that. I only want Evian. Oh, behave, Bernard. Bravo, under 13s. Matt from Thailand. I was gonna say Swadi. Oh. So Matt, who will replace Company? Check my video out tomorrow. It'll hit the streets in the morning sometime tomorrow. My video, Matt, and I'm talking about who will replace Company and the whole situation about the goalkeeper and defence. So catch that tomorrow. Chris, I can't see Delph come back to Villa. The fans hate him. They call him a Judas and all sorts. I don't think they can take him back. Just because of the fans. Max, boss, how you doing, Max? Boas. Nice to go on YouTube after a long day and see you doing live stream. Keep it up, mate. Cheers, mate. Coming from Spurs fan, love hearing opinions from... mate. People ask me, actually, I'll say this because you're a Spurs fan, which is the best stadium you've visited, yeah? And I say Spurs. Honestly, I went there for the Champions League game and it was incredible. It was spine... Look, now I was a City fan, but it was spine-tingling. The noise created it. Forget if it was... Some people said it was piped through the speakers. I don't think so. But the fans, that big wall of fans, and they put up the sign "To Dare is to Dream." I got pictures and video. It was, it did get the hairs on the back of your neck standing up. So it probably is in terms of facilities and the look of it. But in terms of in Premier League last season, I think my favourite ground is Fulham. I like going to Fulham. I always say one of the reasons is I played at Craven Cottage about 12 years ago in a charity game, so I always like Fulham, down by the Thames. Big chat. I don't know what the topic is. Hi, Vidya. How you doing, mate? I don't know where the other type of Coke. Mukund, I'm hoping Pogba stays. Yeah, it'd be nice if Pogba stays because that's going to cause him a lot of trouble. Mike James, I don't think they'd swap Del for the VVD. Mukund, what's Del's career? It's a stop and start, especially at City. He's had a good opportunity at City, and I think he's tossed it away. With his getting sent off, and I think he's probably a good lad to have around, but he just makes too many mistakes for me. And it's crucial in Pep's team you don't make that kind of glaring error that costs you goals. Will Angelino stop Zinchenko's growth? I don't think so. I think Angelino and Zinchenko will fight over that second spot at left back. And if Ben Mendy gets injured again or there's a problem with him, I think they'll alternate. If we're going to play 60 games a season, then and it ends up just Zinchenko and Angelino, I think one might end up playing 40, one might play 20. And the guy that plays 20 will probably still be happy enough with 20. If we win a couple of trophies, I think they'll be happy. Delph is a Burnley player. I don't think he'd manage at Burnley. Perrier, well, I used to drink that. Max Boas, I think Bob will eventually leave, but Man U won't be getting adequate replacements. Would wish we could get rid of Eriksen, but it seems like Real don't fancy him. Yeah, I mean, Eriksen's head has been turned, but who's going to pay the money that Levy's going to ask for? And I think you're just going to end up with an unhappy player. Yeah, big chap. Spurs team is really good. The St. Credit where it's due Spurs going. Yeah, it is amazing. Chris Welch, I can't wait to visit Tottenham Stadium for the first time for Tottenham versus Liverpool. Yeah, it's a beauty. You don't take my word for it. A lot of people have said the same. It's not as good as Main Road though. Never. Just kidding. It's also better than David Silva. Vidya, I will not even grant you an answer to that. Yeah, I know, Bill. I know I couldn't get rid of one. I couldn't get rid of the other video, Bill. I saw it come up that I've got 2 videos at the same time. I will try and get rid of them. I will. Hey, you get me in stereo if you put them both on. They're saying it must be me. I think Pogba is one of the biggest. Yeah, he's a flop. You know, he's a flop. Mike, come on, video. You're having a laugh. Absolutely, video. You're very. I tell you what, video. Even asking the question, you were very close to being timed out. I was tempted to put you in the sin bin for 5 minutes. When Philadelphia was a promising player, but he's not fulfilled his potential. He's not really done it at City. But he's done all right. Kamal, according to Stu Brennan, Pep now sees Fernandinho as a centre-back. Possibly. You know what I mean? If that's how we see it, then, but the good thing is, he can still play at defensive midfielder. We've got Rodri, Fernandinho and Gundogan. So we've got 3 players who can play there. So I think we'll be fine. We can get by with what we've got if Pep's convinced he's going to go at centre-back. Yeah, look, Mike, he's only 29. Delphi's only 29. He's still got 3 or 4 years ahead of him. He can still go. I think he should go somewhere and do really, really well somewhere. In a mid-table team. Jeremiah, well, Pep has already said he's got 2 years left on his contract and he won't break his contract. The only way he'll leave is if City boot him, and he might stay another year. So fingers crossed he can. Hey, Rahul Chauvin from Canada. Bonsoir, Rahul. I hope it's bonsoir for you, mate. Let's see if I can stop this thing here. Let's see if we can. I'm going to try and turn this video off, guys. I don't think I can. In time, sadly. A couple of people on. I don't think I can stop that video. I'm having a look. But I tell you what's really funny. You got some of the Andy's people have come and downvoted that, and they're downvoting this video. So I'm trying to clear that other video off because it does look a bit daft. But I don't think it'll let me. Anyway, let's see if it lets me. Let's get back to you guys. Matt, if Bonucci comes, I think he's not fit enough for Man City. Well, the thing about Bonucci's 32. Okay, he's going to cost us 50 million euros. There's no way Juventus are going to let him go since they only bought him back last season from AC Milan for 35 million euros. He's got 4 years left on his contract. What if he doesn't settle in the Premier League? We put a lot of eggs into that basket. I said I'd rather have Toby Alderweireld, who's already played 5 years in the Premier League. It's going to cost 25 million. I think he's younger than Bonucci. Is he 30? What's not to like? Mike James, where do you prefer Bernardo, mid 3 or wider front 3? The thing is, Pep said our best attacking line is Bernardo, Guerreiro and Sterling. Now, I honestly think Bernardo can play attacking midfield with KDB. I think he can play an attacking defensive midfielder. I really do believe he can do that. All right on the right. I think he'll probably bounce around this season. If David Silva's playing with KDB, Bernardo will play on the right. If David Silva has a rest, Bernardo will play in the middle. That's how I see it. I'm going to have to shoot. Sorry, it's only been half an hour, but duty calls. Duty calls. Guys, I'm sorry about the problems with the stream, but check out my video. It's going to come out on about our defenders in the morning, and we'll have a nice, good... Take it easy.